Not rude, not shy, but different by Madam Toastmaster Meenakshi Nathan.
13-year-old Tina was in the ICU. She had been admitted with third-degree burn injuries. She was whimpering with pain. She did not have enough energy to even cry out loud. Ma, ma, ma. Hearing those words, the father sitting beside her was devastated, grief-stricken, and was crying inconsolably. Her very own mother had set her on fire, yet poor Tina was crying out for her mother. What heinous crime did Tina commit? Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Tina was a special child, an autistic child. She started speaking only at the age of 6. When someone asks her something, she used to take her own time to respond, and that too she used to stutter. People around her could not understand her problem. She was constantly intimidated, bullied, and victimized. Day in and day out, the entire family was undergoing a tremendous stress. The mother, being at home, was suffering the most. Out of frustration, they enrolled her in a distant boarding school. But poor Tina was missing her father very much. She loved her. One day, she left the hostel and walked 15 kilometers all alone to reach home. The mother could not accept her return. In a moment of rage, she set her on fire. Was it a crime or was it a fault of her that Tina was afflicted with this disorder? Autism is the second most prevalent complex neurobehavioral disorder. It affects boys 4 times as often as girls. It includes impairment in social interaction as well as impairment in communication skills. The severity could be a handicap that somewhat limits a normal life, or sometimes it could even be a devastating disability that may require institutional care. The causes for this disorder may range from chromosomal mutation, environmental factors, and sometimes exposure to certain chemicals and toxins during pregnancy. Although no known cure is reported for this disorder, early intervention always helps. There are various types of autism spectrum disorder. Autistic disorder, Asperger's syndrome, pervasive developmental disorder, Rett syndrome, and childhood disintegrative disorder. Research statistics says that the prevalence is 1% across Asia, Europe, and North America, and 2.6% in South Korea. As per the latest research conducted by the CDC in the United States, 1 in 68 children in the US has been identified with this autism spectrum disorder, any of that stream. This is 30% higher than the rate that was reported back in 2012. Now, how to accept and help these children lead close to normal life? First and foremost, they require paramount love, understanding, and support from the family members as well as the neighborhood. Almost every town or a city has early age intervention center. The parents of those affected children need only be aware of this. Nowadays, schools are functioning with a separate wing to help and educate these children lead close to normal life. Besides, there are many NGOs conducting awareness programs on autism. Recently, I happened to attend one such awareness program organized by the renowned Serve and Inspire Sai Group Oman. I was truly stunned, dumbfounded. and moved to witness the talents of those autistic children. Research states that by frequently engaging them or exposing them to learning stream, the effect of autism becomes lesser and lesser. There are testimonies where autistic children have proved to be prodigies and achievers. Dr. Temple Grandin, the famous professor author, was autistic. Daniel Tammet, the world's best-known synesthetic, was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. He has a different ability of verifying mathematical numbers with size, color, and shape. Stephen Wiltshire, fondly known as the human camera, he was a mute and autistic child. But he possesses an incredible art of drawing whatever he sees around him. The list doesn't end here. Have a look at this. The legendaries Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton have known to be suffered from Asperger's syndrome. If their parents had chosen to immolate them, we would not have got the theory of relativity or gravity. Toastmasters and friends. We may come across families and friends having special children living in our neighborhood. I have a friend who has a special child born after a decade of their marriage. When I met her, with pain, she uttered these words: I was better off without a child than to have one. Friends, already those parents are suffering with so much of pain, anguish, and agony. They don't expect anything from us. Can't we afford a simple value of compassion towards them? Don't they deserve it? We, as parents of normal and healthy children, can inculcate this habit and value of compassion in our children and let them not become bullies. Let us also try to understand that this is just a disorder. It is not a communicable or a contagious disease. We can very frequently allow our children to interact and play with those autistic children. That will only improve their well-being. Autism is not a tragedy, but ignorance is, because autism is always unique, totally interesting, and sometimes mysterious. So help us put back the pieces. Over to you, please.